Welcome to my channel. My name is Edith. Thank you very much for people who are following me. People who are new to the channel, please subscribe, share, hit the notification button so that you can get more videos from me. And those people who have been following me, I do appreciate. I like your comments. Keep commenting, keep following me. This is to let you know, family, that I'm at the moment in Scotland because I think you are now wondering what is happening. I left Africa and came here to Scotland. I'll be here for a few months, then I'll go back to Africa. And I'm still encouraging people who are in diaspora to not to stay here until they're old, until they go to the nursing homes. I'm still saying that let's work, guys, and go back home. Africa is now a promising land. Africa is good. Africa is having all the opportunities. I am so happy that since I started talking to you, now I can see that a lot of people are going back to Africa, and I can see from other videos, I can watch from Wadimaya and other people who are talking to other Africans who are going back home and who are now establishing big businesses. I will say, guys, watch those videos, watch what is happening in Africa as a whole, and then be encouraged to go back home.
I'm so sorry. I don't want to say you're crazy, but I know there's so many young Africans out there who are going to say that this guy is really crazy. You're born and raised in Miami. You left all that and come and settle in Africa. And you're not just settling in Africa, you're just a farmer. And you know, in Africa, we have that perception that a farmer is a poor man. Are you a poor man?
Well, you know, poverty is a state of mind. Now, you can be broke. Broke is just a temporary condition. But poverty is a state of mind, and it's you can change being broke. It's very hard to change being poor. So I've been broke many a times in my life, and been fortunate to change that several times as well. But no, I want to say that I work against a poverty mindset. I would say a scarcity mindset every day to make sure that I'm able to develop a
go and help to develop Africa. I mean, we can't just rely on the our leaders to think and develop the country, our governments to develop the country on their own. We can see that the agriculture sector is doing well. And now people are not having that old mentality that agriculture is for the old, it's old-fashioned and it's for people who are poor. No, now it's for millionaires and billionaires. It's producing millionaires and billionaires. So, and agriculture, as you know, that we cannot live without food. We are producing. In agriculture, we produce food for living. And most of African people are doing organic farming. So please, let's go to Africa and do the farming and produce and develop our continent and stop importing foods. This is supposed to be history now, to be importing food. We have to really plow our own food. And what we should do now, which is already happening anyway, is to get crops from other countries within African continent to other countries, like from within Africa, we share the crops. If there's a crop which is not in a certain area, we go to that area where they plant it. For example, cassava. In Southern Africa, we don't do cassava like Botswana, South Africa. We don't do that, but we can get the seedlings from Ghana and other Western West African countries where they do cassava, and go and plant it in our country. So is yam and other crops. So let's do that. Let's apples, for example. These Wambugi apples, they can grow anywhere in Africa, but look at where they started. Now we can have them in southern part of Africa. They are already there now, so everything is possible. So we should get those crops and grow them everywhere in Africa. Everywhere in Africa. Let's just have crops which we can in Africa, which can survive in Africa and feed ourselves. Let's not be fed by people from outside the continent. Our continent can produce anything at all. So that is my plea. This is why I started with my small land, but I'm going to extend it. I have other 2 lands. If there's anybody at all, I'm saying you can have a piece from me. If you are in diaspora and you want to have a piece of land in Botswana where you can have a small crops and plant something, I can give you a piece so that I can encourage you people to be planting and make Africa green. Africa is already green, but we want to make the whole continent green, and we want to feed ourselves. We don't want to be fed by other people from different continents because we don't want to do it, or we say we are not able to do it. Everybody is able to do the farming. Everybody. Farming, you can start from the small land. You can start from the small portion. You can even start with tomatoes. We can start with cabbage. You can start with anything, and you grow and you sell to other people. If someone is selling potatoes, you can be selling tomatoes. The other one is selling corn. You can be selling the sugar cane. Then that way we can develop. We can even do barter exchange crops by other crops if we don't have money to be exchanging or buying. We can just have sugar cane, you have potatoes. Give me sugar cane, I'll give you potatoes, so that we go back to our old method of buying, where people didn't actually have money. But here, it's not that we don't have money, but because we still import fish. Imagine, we still import canned fish from outside the country. No, we don't have to do that. We can have our own fish ponds, and we can have our own food. So wake up, Africa. Wake up, Africans, especially those in diaspora. Come back home. Help other people who are plowing to plow, and watch the media. Watch the media, watch what is happening, watch that people have started. So what we have to do is just to help, to put our hands together and help what is happening. So I will be showing you more of what I'm doing back in Africa. I will show you my other lands which are empty, so that if people are interested, people can get a small piece from me. I have 2 big plots which I would like to share with anybody who is willing to have a small piece of land to do the vegetables, or to do any other fruit trees or whatever they want to do, because the land is for plowing, so we can do anything that we want to do on that land. We can come together and do something big. So let's do it, African people. Now I will be going back for good from this country in the near future, and going to pursue my dreams which I have started. Okay, friends and family, bye for now.